Welcome back. Now, charcuterie boards have become popular for dining out, for entertaining at home, really anywhere you want to have them, but don't just put any random selection of cheeses on a board. Today is National Wine and Cheese Day.
Yes,
Chef
it is.
Shaheen Asfarian from Plant Riverside District is here to show us some of your favorite combinations, but really things that people can do at home. Good morning to you.
Good morning,
you went
Tim.
all out. I mean, it smells fantastic. It looks fantastic. It's just a wide open palette for people like that.
For sure. So charcuterie boards basically get creative with it.
Right.
It was invented in France in the 15th year. So it's amazing. So basically charcuterie, you can start with all your cold cuts. And here we have a different selection of them, and you can have fun with them. You can do local products, local cheeses, right. and it's super important to support local producers. So we can basically get started. It is depending on the size and how many people you want to feed, is how many ingredients you're going to use. I like to start with my veggies. Then like that is basically a plain canvas where you're going to put it. I like to make usage of sweet peppers. They're super colorful. Also,
and that's good to kind of like, there's so much flavor in the cheeses. You got to kind of clean your palate a little bit.
Oh, definitely. And then the play with pickles and sweets and the usage of some olives, also some dried fruits. Over here we have some dried figs.
Dried figs.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
So it's very fun. By putting the ingredients first, such as fruits and vegetables, it's going to basically start laying the patterns of your charcuterie board. And
so this becomes a base.
It becomes a base for you to start having fun.
Fantastic.
Right? So the most important things, right? The meats and the cheese.
Sure.
Which are your favorites?
Well, I love the meats, of course.
Yeah?
You know, I like both, but I kind of, all these meats, I kind of tend to like to, and this is cool, you've labeled them for us, too.
Yes, I labeled them for us so we can see what we're doing.
And that's a good idea for guests, too.
It is.
So people know what they're eating.
There's actually some boards that you can write on. So
cool.
you can buy them online. But here I labeled the containers, so like that we can know. For example, we have some salamis over here. And we have some soppressata. So the soppressata is basically a hard salami.
Right.
A lot of the things that we use in the kitchens, they're transformed. And also the importance, and sometimes we think, oh, this product is so expensive. They have denomination of origins. Okay. So they can only be produced in a certain area of the world. Okay. And then like that, we bring it to the States, and then we can sell it and we can use it. So
the soppressata can be hot or sweet, right?
It can be hot and sweet, yes.
So which one do you have there?
This one is sweet.
That's the sweet, okay.
Then we have some capicola.
Okay. Which is a ham.
It's also a ham, yes, that's correct. This one's spicy.
Okay, so you're kind of going all
different
directions.
Yeah, you basically play with it.
Because everybody likes something different.
A little bit different.
You don't want to put the same, you know, all your sharp cheeses or all your spicy meats. You want a little combination.
Definitely, and it also depends on the wines that you're going to drink. The wines are going to play a big part in your charcuterie boards. We have some bresaola over here, which is basically, yes, it's basically cured and dry aged. Oh, and we do have a lot of different dried aged products now. As we know, in America, we have all the jerkies. Right. But we have a very cool one that we serve in our African bar called Biltong. So Biltong is dried and cured beef. Very,
is that
very
why they're
thinly
darker
sliced.
than the others? Because
yes.
they're aged?
They're aged, and also oxidation happens.
Okay.
And then the blood just basically turns into, it oxidates. Yeah. So we're going to start putting some of the Biltong here.
All right. Now it is Wine and Cheese Day.
Yes.
So that's where we got to go next.
Yes, for sure. So wine, right? And cheese. They go hand by hand. Yep. They pair very well together. We have different kinds of cheese. We have hard cheeses, semi-soft, soft cheeses. It really depends what you want to do. For here, for example, this is soft, and we like some brie.
So you open it like that. Good idea. Because
you know,
I know a lot of people, they don't know what to do with the rind.
Definitely. So the rind, you can eat it. Not a lot of people like it, but it's 100% edible.
Yeah, I don't care for it, so opening it like that is a good idea, because then you can just scoop it right out.
We have some Parmesan Reggiano. So remember, this is one of the cheeses that has the denomination of origin. Can only be made in Parma, Italy. All right. Okay. Then we have some blue cheeses.
Blue cheese is fantastic.
Blue cheeses go very well. Very sharp flavor. Semi-soft, as we can see. Right. All right. Then we have some manchegos. Manchego, again, also denomination of origin, okay, made in La Mancha, Spain. Okay. And to start finishing up, you can grab some nuts, okay? So we have some local pecans.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Okay. And then you can help me, come
almonds
on.
here? And you just kind of put them around?
You put them around.
Excellent. And then what do we have? Pistachios?
We have some pistachios.
And this is like a
yeah,
mix.
just a mix of nuts.
All right.
And as you see, all the colors start popping out, right?
Before we get to the wines, real quick, tell me about these cheeses you brought. These
Yes.
are really cool ones.
So over here, I have some smoked provolone.
Wow.
I have our Parmesan Reggiano.
Okay.
And then we have some ricotta salata, which is basically a dried ricotta cheese with a little bit of salt. Okay? So very, very cool cheeses. Also, when you have more space, you can put, if you want the whole cheese with a knife, and people can start cutting directly on the board. We can make usage also of some heirloom local tomatoes. And of course, we need a little bit of crackers.
And so people would basically get a plate and then take whatever they want out of it.
That is correct. They get creative, they get excited.
And then you've got some
and they
this
get the
is local
flavors.
honey?
And then, to add a little bit of the sweetness of it, local honey from reed bees.
Okay.
And then I like to put it in some of the cheeses. For example, brie and honey is one of the best combinations. Also, you can put it on the side, and people can choose if they want it or not.
Yeah, this way they can put it on if they want. We got to get wine in there.
All right.
And these are special wines.
They are. They are our signature wines in the Kessler collection. They make it specially for us. Mr. Kessler has a passion for wine. So we have a Chardonnay and we have a Cabernet. They're served and they are sold in all of our properties by Raymond Vineyards. They're produced in California, and the vintage is not old, so they're very easy to drink. And of course, now with this hot weather, a Chardonnay will be perfect with a lot of these cheeses. And of course, a Cabernet will be
Do you
perfect.
find that the sharper the cheese, the more mild the wine? Is that the combination you want to go for? Or just
You know what? At the end of the day, it depends what you like.
Right.
There's no rule in wine and cheese or charcuterie. It really depends what you like at the end of the day, what makes sense in your palate. There's a lot of protocols that you can follow, and there's a lot of information out there.
So it's not hard and fast. Everybody thinks fish white, red meat, red.
Don't limit yourself. You break
what you
some.
like.
There's no rules, and rules are made for them to be broken, and just have fun with it.
Neat. Man, this
All right.
is an unbelievable looking board. Are you going to pour a wine there to
Some
go with it? I
wine,
mean,
yes.
it's something that people can do at home. You can buy as much or as little as this as you want.
Definitely, you can
And
have.
guests will go crazy for it.
They will go crazy. This one will easily feed about 8 people.
Absolutely.
And then from there, you serve dinner, you get a good wine, you have a good time, and it's a canvas for you to be artistic and creative.
Looks outstanding. Happy Wine and Cheese Day.
Thank you. You
Thanks
too.
for seeing you.
Yeah, let's go
Always
have fun.
having you in here. Thanks
Thank
so
you.
much.
My
All right.
pleasure.
Well, after the break, students across